Yo, what's up guys? We are going to be talking about the York City versus Halifax Town Yorkshire derby in the National League. Now for York City, this is going to be on home soil for them at a 3 p.m. kickoff on Saturday the 21st of February. There's going to be over 7,000 fans at this game, with the south stand fully sold out and the east stand majority sold out. There's only a few seats left in each of the sections in the south stand. Now, York City are currently sat second in the National League with 74 points, with a goal difference of 53. However, this is massive for York. If they beat this game and Rochdale even drop points, they could go back top. Rochdale are currently first with 75 points, with one game in hand on us. They have dropped points in the last two games, drawing both of them, 1-1 against Scunthorpe and 1-1 against Yeovil. 1-1 against Scunthorpe is very controversial depending on how you think about it. If you saw the penalty, when the Rochdale were given a penalty, he ran past the ball and ref thought he touched the ball and then gave Scunthorpe a free kick. So, yeah, and Rochdale also dropped points to a 10-men Yeovil Town last Saturday. So let's get back to York City. We are on a 21 games unbeaten run, and let's talk about our last few games. So our last game we won 3-0 away at Wealdstone. What a game, with Batty getting a wonder goal for his first goal in over 1,000 days. What a way to get a goal. As he said, it was worth the wait. Definitely was with a goal like that. Our last home game was against Hartlepool, when we won 3-2, with Josh Stones scoring a 102-minute penalty. There were some absolute limbs at that game, and I'm telling you now. Now let's talk about Halifax. Now, Halifax Town are currently sat 7th with 51 points. Now, compared to our 53 goal difference of 53, Halifax Town have a goal difference of 5. Now, it's also going to be quite close for Halifax, because if they even drop points and Southend get points, there is a massive chance at Southend creeping up into the playoff spot rather than Halifax Town. Now, if we remember last season, Southend also made it to the final and were one game away from making their way into League 2. But they did just miss out, losing at Wembley, going to extra time, losing to Oldham Athletic. So Halifax's last game, they lost 2-1 to bottom of the league, winless Gateshead away at Gateshead. So, yeah, it's really anyone's game, bearing in mind that Gateshead are bottom of the league and they got their first win in a massive streak. So yeah, last time out, so Halifax, York away at Halifax was a 1-1 draw, with Halifax scoring in the 3rd minute by Will Harris, who's currently the second top goal scorer with 16 goals this season. Now, he's second, tied with Rochdale. So, yeah, but let's be realistic here. We don't think they're catching up to Ollie Pearce, are they now? City scored in the 85th minute from the league top goal scorer Ollie Pearce, who is currently on 27 goals this season. However, York City could have taken the league with 2 goals that were unfortunately denied by offside, scored by Ollie Pearce and Mark Kitchen. So, what York City tend to concede early goals when it comes to playing Halifax Town in the Yorkshire derby. The past 2 games, York City have conceded in the 3rd minute when we were away at Halifax this season, and in the 3rd minute and 5th minute at home last season. Obviously, with Callum House scoring a last-minute equaliser and Ollie Pearce scoring the first goal from a penalty. Now, it's not going to be the same squad entering the pitch when we play them tomorrow. As we have brought in new defence and just new players all around. We have got Zach Johnson, who we've brought in on loan from Sunderland, who I believe we should sign on loan. I believe we should sign him on a permanent deal, as he's really shaping up our defence. He has made a few sloppy passes back in his time. Just like in his past few games. One almost going in the net, but yeah. And we have also signed Morgan Williams, on a permanent deal from Yeovil Town. One massive thing that we have done recently is we have been benching Callum Howe. Our skipper is now on the bench. Now, obviously, Zach Johnson is a major replacement for him. He's younger. He's got a lot more potential. And yeah, let me know what you think about that. Some players to look out for in this game. I think some players to look out for. Dan Batty, obviously. He's nice, calm and composed in the middle. Gets these long balls where they need to be, and he knows exactly what's needed from him. I believe he needs to get more minutes, loads more minutes. Should be starting. But, however, I do have so much respect for the midfielders that there are right now, as they're all different for what they do. They're all good at it, and yeah, they're all good at different things, and we need them for different reasons. So it's obviously going to be hard to get in that position, but I feel like it'll be needed. For Halifax, Will Harris, obviously been second top goal scorer. He scored 7 goals in 8 matches so far. Yeah, we've just got to look out that we don't concede early. And yeah, I think tomorrow the score prediction is going to be 3-0 to York. I want to say it's going to be Ollie Pearce getting a goal, Josh Stones and Morgan Williams, but I'm not too sure on that. Yeah, so that's just